I guess if I look back, I would have been at that time, I think around about 50 plus. I mean, Notion VTech is actually the first time we actually made our million. I'll tell you the story, okay? I was in insurance for a little bit of time after I did my HSC back in 1972. In insurance, there's a lot of motivation talks and things like that. And when I went to university, I already knew I wanted to make my first million before 50. So that was an aspiration, okay? I don't know whether I could achieve it or not, but it's something you aspire. The seed of thought has been put into your inner self.
So then at 38, how close were you?
At 38, not yet, yeah. It was just the beginning. I needed to work in a corporate and build out my savings for a period of time, especially when I went to Indonesia, where it was a tax-free environment. I could save some money. I was there about 5 years. So with that seed money that gave me an opportunity to be able to launch into businesses. Without that accumulation phase, it's very difficult for you to scale up. But it's also very risky because at that point in time, you're married, you have kids, you know.
But that was exactly like where I was going with this, because I know a lot of people in corporate, and once you reach 35 in corporate, most people don't come out to start a business.
I think I had less risk for me because when I first put in the money into Notion VTech, I was still continuing in the consultancy. So I wasn't being paid in Notion VTech for at least 5 to 10 years. You see, when you do any business venture, you must bootstrap. I mean, that's quite common.
Yeah.
Bootstrapping means you basically keep everything to the minimum, right? If the founders start taking big money for themselves, how on earth are we going to grow the business? So we have to minimize that, tighten our belt, and go through that difficult phase. But you know that it's worth your while to do that. Yeah.
So you only got your first million 3 years after listing.
Yes. Yeah.
You would think that the minute someone lists, they're instantly millionaires already.
Actually, a portion of it will go towards the listing expenses as well as to build up working capital for the expansion of your business. So bulk of the money at listing actually goes to the company, not to the individual. You see, in growing a business, you got to think long term. Whatever profit we made, we plow it back into the business. So you start with 4 or 5 machines, and as you grow, you got to make some profits. You get more men, you got more machines, and things like that. Yeah.
Do you think it's more difficult now for someone today to make their first million, or do you think it's gotten easier?
It all depends. I think everybody is given a fair chance in life. Opportunities come along the way. It's whether you are willing to grab it and whether it's a good time and whether you have good partners with you. And the line of business that you enter is also important.